What we've seen is that the spectrum of folks who join us for these conversations is pretty wide. So we have a couple of people who identify as being in the space since the word to vec days, and we have others who likely stumbled upon this LinkedIn post and said, I'm going to start learning about AI today. So with that in mind, I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to start at the very basic level. What are AI agents? How should businesses be thinking about them? And how should they use them, if at all?
Yeah, if word to vec, by the way, deep cut. That's a great reference. So I'll say my assumption is that most of the people in attendance have like probably used something like ChatGPT before. You ask it a question, gives you a response, works pretty well. Um, but agentic is more of solving workflows and systems of actions and just solving like a particular task. That's not agentic. So if I'm asking ChatGPT to like generate me a marketing strategy, read the strategy, judge the quality, and create that marketing strategy in more detail, that's one. That's still like one ask, and it's going to give me one response. So that's not agentic, just like a one turn question and answer. That's not agentic. What is agentic is when you're actually putting together systems of large language models, where typically you might have a supervisor agent, basically a single model, that has the flexibility to not only call other agents, other large language models to accomplish tasks, but each of these models have tools that they need, for example, pulling order inventory, running a calculation, calling other API endpoints. Like this is really what agentic workflows are.
For teams who are just getting started on their journey, so really going from 0 to 1 on the use of AI, how should they think about the different stages of getting more advanced?
So I'll just start with prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is basically the question that you're typing to something like OpenAI to get a response, where you can say like, hey, pretend you're a ordering specialist, you're looking for mangoes, you're trying to find the most cost-effective option. That's prompt engineering. And if companies can't get a step in that workflow working correctly, they need to like continue on prompt engineering before they think about anything more complex. An example is like moving up this, think about like moving up the maturity curve here is that picking a model is extremely cheap. You can use ChatGPT for 20 bucks just to get started with. Prompt engineering requires a little bit more of a specialist skill set of how to actually prompt these things in the right way. And I won't even get into something like RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, and like fine tuning models, but like just know that you can go very, very deep on getting these to work extremely well. So problems a year ago that were extremely hard for humans are becoming easy, and easy problems are becoming like trivial. So yeah, I would think about that.
What are you looking forward to? What are you thinking about as the next thing that's going to keep you excited?
Models are going to continue to get better and better, and businesses are going to continue to start to get the return on their AI investments. So the thing that I would expect in the next couple of years is that every single business is going to have a AI engineer to optimize their own system workflows or to figure out that they don't need those workflows at all. So that's one. And two is that I suspect that hiring for these roles is going to be extremely hard, which leads me to my prediction is that businesses are able to use tools to make their own AI engineers more effective. That's where I think that businesses are going to be able to differentiate and really come out ahead compared to their competitors.